Hey up guys, S-Man here, and today I am going to review episode 76 of Pokemon Master Journeys, Full Power Alola Desert Island Race. And might I just add, this has been a very executed episode. Yeah, like as always, most Journeys episodes are like, oh, the placement's a little weird, but yeah. I felt this episode could have took place earlier, but also I could see why they held off on some of the things they done in the episode, as it sets up next episode being Ash's first hyperclass battle. But all right, instead of just recapping the plot of the episode, I'm just gonna go into my pros and maybe talk about a little bit of what happened in the episode while I do those little bits. First up, my pros. First off, I felt Ash and Go were both used perfectly in the episode. Although I do have one minor complaint, and it feels, in my opinion, this I don't know why the race was a doubles race. The only reason it was a doubles race is so Ash didn't have to catch anything and he could just go be in the episode. Besides that, I don't really have any problem with Ash's role. It's just, oh, he's in a catching race, but he's obviously not going to catch anything. They could have easily just had him catch something or just give it to someone. Like he has done that before. He has entered like catching competitions, like in Johto, and he just gives away the Pokemon. He could just easily do that for Go, but whatever. I don't really mind it that much because we have so many other great things in the episode. First off, we finally get the champion reveal. Oh my god. And I love this scene, especially because it shows Ash's impact on other people besides his freaking friends. Because in my opinion, I'm surprised at this point Ash doesn't have like actual fans that aren't his friends. Ash has competed in almost every league, and he competes in the World Coronation, which some of the battles have spectators. So I'm surprised Ash doesn't have a single fan or like a few like fans, especially after winning the Alola League. We never really see anyone just besides friends recognize him as for all his like titles, which I find that great that we finally got like some fans for Ash. Another thing I really liked was basically Team Rocket in this episode. Although they're annoying as ever with the gotcha, they still they feel like good people because they mentioned that they want to visit their Alola Pokemon since they so happen to be in Alola, which they do at the end of the episode, which I think is nice. Hopefully, I don't know why there wouldn't be a reason for them just to take the Alola Pokemon back to Kanto. In my honest opinion, the only reason they didn't take them with them is because Giovanni wanted them in or not Giovanni. Matori said they have to keep all the Pokemon in the HQ, but at the moment, Morpeko lives with them. So I don't really see why if they just can't pick up Marini and Mimikyu at them and Beware maybe at this moment and just go back to Kanto. But whatever, they wouldn't have to use the Gotcha anymore because Mimikyu shows its strength, and Marini would actually listen to James. Unlike Morpeko, which they never freaking use unless it's for a gag, but whatever. Another thing, I like the little continuity bits. Like, they aren't the biggest things ever. Like, we don't see Mallow. I'm sorry, that just makes me sad. We don't see the queen herself. But, yeah. But we see the Alolan announcer woman from, like, multiple episodes, which is a nice, subtle continuity nod. We also see another continuity where an Ash brings up that Passimian really liked to play catch, basically, referencing the band episode where he should have called Passimian, because I still have a problem with him basically having the same 4 Pokemon for the entire series, but catching Poiple and releasing it midway through, then catching Melmetal at the end. I find that completely dumb where he had like the same 4 for basically the entire series. But whatever, I get over it. All right, next up, one of my final things. I liked Ash teaching the kids how to use the Z move. That was very nice, and it shows how much Ash has matured and what he should be doing with Go, and what he was kind of doing with Go. But yeah, and my final I really like this was Ash and Go using their Pokemon in the race with Pyukumuku, Boldor, and Ash using Lucario's aura to sense Bruxfish. That scene was interesting, and I really liked that scene. Now, for some complaints I have, basically these are two complaints, small complaints. I've already mentioned them. Is Ash basically was pointless throughout the race, and the gotcha. Might I add, the gotcha brought one of the funniest things I found in the episode, because I find that hilarious. Because there was a scene where in the gotcha they get a Tropius and Oddish's final evolution. It uses sleep powder and it knocks out Pissimian, the two Pissimian that Ash and Go were about to catch. Pikachu, but it doesn't affect Grookey, so instead they just have Tropius rip off a banana on its chin and give it to Grookey, which is hilarious, might I add. Yeah. But besides that, those small little complaints and Ash not really doing anything, basically, the only thing he did for the race was Lucario, so this was more of a Go win. I really enjoyed this episode, and especially how it ended with him getting an announcement that in 1 week he'll be battling Volkner. I love how this hyperclass is going to be treated. I also really hope that since the hyperclass is filled with a lot of stronger opponents, and the way that they just can't run into each other on the streets, it's harder to rank up. So even though Volkner is ranked 27th, might I add, that is just surprising. And he beats Volkner. He won't go up that too many levels. I would say Ash should go up around 80 or level or whatever it's called, 80 ranks, around to 80 the 80ish ranks, just to show, oh, I could win, but it's harder to move up in the hyper class. I thought that would be very interesting if it's really hard to move up in the hyper class, and it will just show that Ash would need to work hard in his battles and give it his all. Like he's using Z moves, it's T's, he'll use Megas, and probably Gigantamax. But yeah. Besides all that, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. And it was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. And it builds up next week very well. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Goodbye.